If you're coming in, I'm going to be back live about 20 minutes. I got to prepare, and I just thought this was easier than doing a little something that would announce that I'm going to be alive. So I'll just leave this up for 20 minutes until I come back and get some things ready. So you can come back at 9. That's when we'll really start. I got it upside down. Yeah, Periscope people, I'm going to be back live at 9, okay? So that's when we're going to be going live. I got to prepare some stuff first, so I got about 20 minutes. Okay, so bear with me, or just get there. Hi, John. I'll be back. I need my grandma. Good. What are you reading? I'm just getting prepared for tonight, so I'm not really reading, just preparing. So in about 10 minutes, we'll go live from Washington, D.C., actually a suburb, but I'm moving back downtown. Hang in there. Okay, I'm gonna brew a coffee and then I'll be right back. Oh, we got about 2 more minutes. Cool. Who's there? Juanita Holland. Nice. D. Tucker. Oh, how are you, D? How's the blog going and your consulting business? Nice to see you. Twa! Wow. The most resourceful woman this side of the Pecos. So Dan, oh, wonderful. Nelson, Matt, hi, Justin, wow. Todd, and Al LeBlanc joined. Boy, got lots of people on one thing. That's nice. That's nice. Well, I got another minute or so. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what people are saying. I just wanted to say thank you so much for the work you're doing. Christopher Pay, you have given me hope in my current situation. I would like to send you my email. I have so many questions. Great, Chris. Well, that's nice to know. I mean, I think hope is so important. Uh, here's the email address, okay? And if you don't hear from me in a day or two, just beat on me. I'm terrible as I get older. I forget a lot of stuff. And also, if you want really, I think the best thing I have for help too is Lesko Help. So if you go here to store, free.lesko.com/store, and you see the first thing there is Lesko Help. That's $19.95 a month. And I'll just help you every day, all day long. And what we're doing there now too, I got four videos, training videos that are there that you could download with the reports, the websites, and everything. We did two on it's for members only. This is just open and just to educate people about what I do. But on Let's Go Help, I do closed sessions on Zoom, Zoom US, and they're closed. And with the session, I give you a free ebook of all the sources. So like we covered two videos, hour-long videos on real estate grants. And so you get all the sources with those two videos. We did one on retiring in 3 years, no matter what age, what income. And that's now available. And there's two others. There's actually one on paying for college that we put up there. And the other one, what did I just do yesterday? Oh, I know. One on, well, it's sort of what we're going to talk about today. But there I give you all the websites and everything to do. And here what I want to talk about is to make sure that people realize, whether you use me or not. Reginald Perry likes your page. Great. Let's see who's else here. King Leo, great. Christopher, well, thank you, Christopher. And like I say, joining Lesko Help is the way I could really, because I check that almost every day, and you leave me, tell me what you need, I'll research it, give you the links right on Lesko Help, so you don't have to go through thousands of pages or websites and stuff like that. Nuclear armament, I'm going to college late for winter semester in January. I'm borrowing, oh God. I'm not 24 yet. Be careful about borrowing, and there's other ways to do that. Actually, nuclear, if you go to, if you've joined Lesko, Lesko Help, and that is at lesko.com/store. You see Lesko Help. I have an hour of video tells you how to not pay for college, all the programs that are available, what you do, because it's all about supply and demand. And right now there's fewer people going to college, and so they're giving away more money than ever before. But you have to know about these options. They don't advertise. Oh my God, I watch all of your videos. You're my viral mentor. Oh, virtual mentor. Oh, thank you. Well, here I'm live. Super babies, super kids. I've been following you shortly. It has paid off. Oh, well, that's something nice. With all your videos, I know how to find most funding contracts for a lot of my state. Yay. Well, that's, yeah, I mean, it's just having, I don't think I have a magic bullet. I just researched so much shit my whole life. I just know little things. I don't really know I know them until somebody asks me, and that's what's fun. Advice on paying off debt. Okay. Super kids. I've been helping people find help for the assistance they're looking for now. You are my, oh, that's nice. Super babies, can you send me an email? I'm looking, actually people to help me spread this stuff around or whatever, or help me package stuff. I'm getting bigger again, I think. And so any kind of help that's out there, somebody wants to contribute. I'm not like hiring big, expensive people or anything, but just somebody wants to have fun doing something and share. You certainly get a tote bag or something for your efforts, but it would be also to get a credential, that you published a book or something. I love your expertise. Wow, this is nice. I think I'll just sit here and read what do people say. I needed $100,000 cash for the store? Becky, I guess it depends on what kind of store. I love your expressive jackets. I have like 20 of them. I'm going to start auctioning some off, and I give the money to the libraries. So keep tuned for that. Let's see. I would wear those cool looking threads with long hair and butterscotch colored crocodile boots. Howdy from Dallas. Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah, it's all about having fun. This is me inside. When I started wearing this, I lost literally millions of dollars. I was doing a lot of talk shows and TV, and people all of a sudden see me one day come up, oh, you can't do that, and I thought hard about it, and just really had to keep doing it, give up the money, and then it's your heart. Your heart is more right than your mind, because your mind is still influenced by what other people think. Christopher Pugh, I just wanted to say thank you for all the work you're doing. You have given me hope. Wonderful. Is this the Paul Revere and the Raiders Jack crew? Oh boy, it's my first time. No, it's not Paul Revere. How much do you charge to find grants and resources for an already established 501c3 nonprofit animal rescue? Yeah, I got a lot of help for that. I think, again, the best that if you join, I do custom reports. So any business, any nonprofit, for about $70, $80, I do like a big report, and I custom do that research, and send it to you. Usually takes me about 2 weeks. But I think it's easier and better to, instead of getting 500 sources, that's about, well, I actually give you about 100 or so for where you live, and no matter what your nonprofit is. Step by step, I could do, hey, try this. Oh, okay, that's the one. Okay, then try this, and we could go up the ladder together and do that on Lesko Help, and that's I think. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. Double espresso time. Angel, you're right. Where is the chat? The chat is here. Where are you? Call Matthews. Hi, Matthew. Your advice to call 211 for problem works good. Sometimes. Nothing works all the time. At my age, I realize that. But it's a start. Well, everything I give you or the sources are just potentials. I can't guarantee. Nobody can guarantee you're going to get anything. No one can guarantee they work or they work for you. All I know, they're real things that may or may not work for you. And that's the only thing you could do. And that's why these people are out there, these hucksters who promise you, easy money and all that. Anybody says easy money, that's full of shit. They wouldn't be selling it if it was that easy. They'd be doing that instead. So don't do that. Don't give money to people who promise you money. The real legitimate things take work and take effort. And what I'm trying to do is show you those options that don't cost money, because it may or may not work. The same way. So why spend money for something that may or may not work when you could try things that probably be better? All right, Smiley's live. Ha ha ha. Yeah, you see the smiley? Yeah, I used to travel a lot. I'd write a book a year, and I'd travel almost for a half a year, promote my book all over the country. So my wife, I got this thing. So she could, if she wasn't angry at me, she could just come up here and go, doop. And just when I'm away, and put it on and says, I love you, Smiley. That's what I call the lady who lets me live with her. Smiley. You wake her up in the middle of the night, she's smiling all the time. She's just a smiler, and that's nice to be, I think. But the one thing, and look at the title of this thing, because this is what I want to really get across tonight. How many think the budget is shrinking? How many think that, we talk about the budget, and you hear around the country or whatever, and everybody's talking about the budget this and budget that. What look at the pedal to get if Matt, let's see that again. Becky, see what again? What look at the pedal get it, man? Behind every good man is a good money. That's good. I mean, good woman. Oh, same thing. Did you say want me to do this again? I'm not sure what you're talking about. That? See? So I love you, Smiley. So when if I'm out of town or whatever, and she said, where is that idiot? Here I am. And I think I got that 20-some years ago. but we're about to move. The pants. Oh, the pants. Oh, the pants. Oh, is that what you mean? Oh, yes. Yeah, I have question mark cars. I have everything question mark. It's just fun, and it's me inside. It's nothing. You know, just listening to my heart. Is the most important thing, I think. And all of us, I mean, to get through life, nobody has the answer, particularly for somebody else. We don't even know to do what the hell we should do ourselves. I mean, we're telling ourselves what to do and debating that every second of our life. Is this is right for us or not? We don't know. We're guessing, right? So how is someone else who doesn't even know you be able to tell you what to do with your life? They can't. They could give you suggestions and maybe see things that you don't see and to help you, reevaluate a little bit, but nobody knows what to do for you. They don't even know what the hell to do with themselves. Hi, Matthew. Sandra from Michigan. Yay! Sandra, sugar baby. Kids, your energy is great. I hope you live a long time, because I can't forget about the guy who wished ill of you and stated how your parents passed away, and I am truly sorry for that. Well, I'm 75 years old. My mom died when she was about 40, so I let her. My dad lived to 80, 82, something like that. So I figured I may have 20 more years, and that's what I'm planning on. 20 more years, I'm going to be here. So you see my face in the soup bowl, right here at the table, still trying to do this, because there's nothing better in life. I mean, it seems I don't have to worry about eating anymore. I worry about it, but I don't have to. I know there's something about me, I guess, growing up, with not a whole lot of money and stuff. You always worry about that. You want to be self-sufficient. But then beyond that, what else? You're going to pile. I mean, most people in this country want to pile up as much money as possible in a bank account or down a basement, wherever they want to do it. And what for? There's only so much you need or spend. The real joy in life is giving. And that's what it's like. So to me, what I want to do, this research that I've been doing for 40 years, I've been researching this stuff for 40 years. I know more about this stuff than anyone in America. I swear, I've been up and down. People try to beat me up. People try to do all kinds of things to me because they didn't like what I was doing. And I just find out, hey, Evelyn from Louisiana, yay. And I just keep saying, I know more. Sure, I don't know it all. Nobody does. This is so big. I can't. Oh, good evening, Cassie. Nice to see ya. See ya. Nice to see you. Well, I really don't see you. That's what's nice on the Lesko Help. See, we go on Zoom.us, and that I see everybody. Everybody's there. I can see her, see what you look like. And it's not, we got, 100 some people or whatever already here, but there, just a handful of people, that do it and to handle individual things, but more so about those kinds of training I'm doing is I prepare a report. You get a whole report, anywhere from 50 pages to 150 pages of all the resources we talk about. So whether it's retirement, starting a business, debt, investing in real estate, all these kinds of things that are available. But okay, I asked a question a little bit ago about what do you think the budget is? Is it growing or shrinking? Well, get the report, folks. Thank you. It's hard to get a grant from Orlando, Florida. Well, I mean, the answer to what is hard, what is not hard, what is it depends. There's a lot of grants you can get. I mean, like for Florida, I do a report worth 327 grants. So there may or may not be worthwhile for you to get to grants. Or there's all kind of. Whatever you say about grants is true. They're hard to get, yes. They're easy to get, yes. It all depends. I estimated about 17,000 programs. Okay, here's what's going on in 2019, okay? And we talked 2019 today because as of November 1, that's like a month ago already, that's when the government started 2019. November 1 of 2018 is when the government starts 2019. So they're already spending money on 2019. Okay. Now, how much is that? Well, it's like something trillion dollars. I don't even know what the hell a trillion is, but $2.7 trillion is being given to individuals. That's how much cash in the government. $2.7 trillion. And it's not even called grants, it's just called cash. It's called all kinds of things. That's a problem. That's why you never find it, because if you're looking for grants, the word grants only represents 20% of the free money that the government gives out. Grants for health that I have. See, I mean, you don't look for grants for health. You're looking for solving a health problem, because none of the money and services and everything you get for health are going to be called grants. So if you go Google that, you'll never find it. But if you Google health grants, you'll probably get 20 million websites for health grants, and none of them will be what you want. And maybe there's 5 in there, maybe there's 100, maybe there's even 1,000. But at 20 million, you're never going to find them. And what you'll find in the first 30 pages, the government art grants, yes, and nonprofits. Actually, now crowdfunding gives more grants to artists than the National Endowment of the Arts. So there's bigger sources that are private now in crowdfunding, and they're just like a grant, because it's money you don't have to pay back, and it's faster, easier, better. That's what we did. Actually, the last video training we had on Lesko Help was on crowdfunding. So I went through the whole thing and what's good and bad about crowdfunding, when to use it, what you do need, what you don't need, and everything. Because I interviewed almost 600 people who got money using crowdfunding in America, and actually all over the world. So I have video interviews, and I give you a link to all those interviews to learn from other people and things like that. But in that, see, with the report, when I do the reports with that video training on Lesko Help, you get all the links. You get all the stuff to where all these funds. There's 191 different crowdfunding platforms. 191. There's something like $50 billion that's given out in crowdfunding. Okay. Now here's another thing. 50% of the people who try and get the money. 50% success rate. Sure, everybody doesn't have it, and you may or may not be part of the good side or the bad side of the 50%. It doesn't matter. I'm looking into how to write a children's book for my kids. Okay, see, to me, writing a children's book would be great for crowdfunding. I'll show you the sources on that and everything. If you haven't joined, Lesko Help yet, that's a good way, because I have a lot of stuff there. You can get the video training we did last week on crowdfunding, and then separately, you just ask me. You type in our discussion stuff there. In the discussion, like the chat, and then I'll put together the stuff just for books. I'll show you examples of people who got crowdfunding for kids' books, and that way you don't even have to write the book yet, and you still get the money, and also you get the customers too before you even publish a book. So that's what's neat about crowdfunding. You're getting customers and you don't even have a product. The same with starting a business, doing anything. Someone here talked about nonprofit organizations. Same thing, man. Nonprofit organization. And see, what's neat about crowdfunding, you could lose and you win. Losing at crowdfunding means win. Going to the government and applying for a grant, you lose. You don't get anything, but maybe you learn a little bit from the next time. But crowdfunding and losing, you're educating people. You have a reason to find new customers that may or may not want. You're going to get feedback from real people, not gatekeepers. Getting feedback from gatekeepers, they don't know anything about it. They just write new checks, and that's what you try to figure out, what they want so you can get a check. I need help with my financials and data. Patricia, yes, I can do. You give me a city, and I show you all the free sources of help, okay, to get rid of that debt problem. Because if you go on Google, you're going to get 50 million websites and people want to help you with that. And all they want is money from you, and you don't have money, but you're going to figure out how to get them money because you're in debt and trying to get out of trouble. So what I want to show you are the places that are there where you live. This is local stuff that do this for free and help you. And then there's really 2 points, 2 ways to that. You have to find out, you have to get control of that and see how much you could get down from the companies themselves you owe money for. There's ways to do that, and you could get all the help you need to do that for free. And then the government programs. See, no, there's no government programs that just write you, oh, you have 50 grand in debt. Oh, don't worry, we'll give you a check for 50 grand. Oh, how do you spell that last name again so I can write out that check? No, nobody does that. What the government has is grant money to help you pay for other stuff, that you don't have to pay for, so then you free up more money to pay for that. And that's what it is. But more importantly, it is professional help. It's free to help you with that problem and get that monkey off your back, because that's the most important thing I think that happens to us. So do locate it in crowdfunding for your nonprofit. So you start at the state level. So do locate it, the crowdfunding for nonprofit. Evelyn, I have a question. I have a nonprofit I started last year. Where can I get to go funds? Okay. And there's a bunch of ways to do that. And that's why I think crowdfunding is a very good way, depending on what kind of thing you're doing. See, the government gives money to nonprofits, and there's offices locally help you find out where in the government you could get grants. So maybe your nonprofit trains people for jobs or something. Well, the government gives a lot of money like that. Okay, now how do you get that money? Okay, there's offices locally that'll help you do that. I have a report that I'll give you for free. Join up. If you want to pay for it, it's $20, but it just for the report. But if you join, you get that for free if you ask me about nonprofits. And that will show you the 10 best places for nonprofits to get money. And where to go locally and everything. I mean, it's video, step by step, and gives you the sources and everything. And that's just a start, but that's the best start you'll ever find, I think, in the world. And one of them, and I show you about all those items to do, and you go through that checklist and go, and it's all about digging ditches and working hard at it and trying and failing and then figuring it out again and whatever. Nobody knows for sure. Want to know about the 2019 trillion? Okay, the 2019 trillion. All right. Well, that's what it's growing. They're giving out 2.7 trillion in 2019, and it's bigger than 2018. It was bigger than 2007. It grows every year. So no matter what all this nonsense you hear about, the White House and the Congress and all that kind of stuff, that we're in debt, that's true. We're in debt. And part of it is that, but it's baked in. It's not going to change no matter what they yell about in Washington about this being bad, this being good. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do this in the next 2 years, nothing's going to change. Anything that changes is going to be down the road. Name the website for crowdfunding. There isn't. No, there is 101 websites for crowdfunding. This is my website here. If you look on my videos on, actually on YouTube, I have a bunch of crowdfunding videos there. You may want to look at, or actually, if you go to Big Data Lesko, BigDataLesko.com, I got about, that's where I keep my 600 videos from crowdfunding. So if you want to look at that, now there's a lot of good stuff on crowdfunding there. But the reports. Go to free.lesko.com/store. We do crowdfunding for 2 other charities, Iris Domestic Violence and Greater RB Food Bank. We are a social networking organization that help women make connections both personally and professionally. Oh, that's wonderful work, Evelyn. That's terrific. It's good stuff, and that's why, to me, any time you could find something, a way in life to sustain yourself by actually providing a service and help for other people, I think that's the key. In life. And if you could do that, whether you have a skill, maybe it's even entertaining people, you really live that. I mean, that's a way to increase society and make enrich other people's lives and figure out how to get paid for it. Starting a hemp concrete 3D printing business may get you money. Not sure. Well, yes, I mean, any kind of government program. It's hard. One thing, if you're looking for a grant for your business, don't call the SBA and ask for a grant. They're coming to tell you no. And they're right in a way because they don't have grants. And see, the grants for business are not at the SBA, but the services are good there. Now you can get free legal help, free tax counseling help, help with marketing, help with making your business more efficient, legal help, all this kind of stuff. But grants, no. Venture capital money, yes. Loans, yes. And that is now to get grants for business, you have to look elsewhere. What every the new one of the new things that's available is called accelerators. This is where they give grant money to new businesses at what's called an accelerator. Accelerator. See, every government office, every city, every state. Look at Amazon. Okay, coming to my area now with 50,000 jobs. Okay, they're giving Amazon, I think, like $2 billion just to come in. $2 billion. So and what does that mean to you? Well, no, actually what it means to you is that if you live in Virginia, there's probably going to be a lot of money to train you to work for Amazon. So see, the average job at Amazon is like $150,000 or $125,000. So that means a high technical level job. So to keep Amazon there, they have to have people that they could hire with that kind of skill. So what they'll do at the state level is give money for you to get trained for free to get one of those jobs, because Amazon will say, hey, we're moving because there's not here. Your Corin is good too. Your Corin, Corrine. And I guess I don't know what hand job. Oh, this is pervert stuff. Can I make money standing on my window? No. Well, that's another. Well, you guys sound like Periscope. I'm surprised at you two. Getting weird. If you have Kate Upton's book, then yes. I don't know who that is. I'm too old, I guess. How much can I make beating? Well, let's see. How do I get rid of some of these people? Yeah, you find something better to do in life, guys. Let's see. Report. Okay, remove. Can I make money standing on my head? Yeah. See, I got to be my own person there. I went to the SBA and learned to write a business plan, but they didn't give me money. Like I said, and maybe not. You may have to go to 100 places, that say or maybe give you money, and they won't. That is life. And if you're going to stop after the first one or the first 10 or whatever it is, try to find something else to do, because that's probably not going to happen. Let's see. God bless you, Joe. Oh, that's nice. Can you make money doing webcam? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can. She's a supermodel. Let's see. Student loans are 6% APR and can be amortized over 30 years. We love you, Matt. Talk to you Saturday. Oh, nice. Talk to you Saturday. Where Saturday, Becky? Are we? Do I have something I don't know about? Or is it last Saturday we talked to? I may be down in DC, probably at the Line Hotel. That's where I work a lot. Or because they have a great coffee shop in the lobby. It's wonderful, beautiful place. Or Tris, I hang out there too. Things like that. Becky, what are you talking about? Did I miss something? Or were we online Saturday? Remember, you can always reach me at leskofreeradio@gmail.com. leskofreeradio@gmail.com. Okay. The grants affect your credit score. No, they don't care. You don't pay it back. Is there a factor when getting a loan or a grant for business? Is it a factor? Don't worry about any of those things. You apply and find out then, because anything I say or anybody else says, they may or may not be true. It doesn't matter. You're objective. It's sort of like saying, okay, there's a beautiful person over there. And you say, oh, they won't go out with me because my nose is too big. How the hell do you know? You don't know until you ask them. That may or may not be true. And no matter what, if I say something or somebody else says it's true, that still may not be true until you ask the horse's mouth. The horse knows whether it's true or not. That's right. All these people have expert advice. That's no, you just go ahead. Any credit repair help? Yes, B, lots of credit repair help. Don't pay. Don't go to anything that says .com. And even a lot of the .orgs are suspect. But you're looking for .gov, G-O-V, and .org most of the time. And be wary of the .org. How can I contact you directly? Thanks. Here's where to contact me directly. LescoFreeRadio@gmail.com. LescoFreeRadio@gmail.com. Okay. And if you don't hear from me in 2 days, you got to beat on me and ask me again. Becky, write to me so I know what's going on. Okay. I filled out for student loan forgiveness because I became handicapped. Now I need rent money. I have a couple of numbers left to call on my 211 information. Thanks for the information about the 211. Oh, that's great. Okay. Now, if that doesn't work, the 211. Okay, I have a free download. Okay, it's free.lesko.com/emergency cash. Free.lesko.com/emergency cash. It's a free download. It's a video instructions of the 5 places in your neighborhood to check for emergency cash. And it's important. So it's free.lesko.com/emergency cash. Okay. And that's important, like that. And that's right. That's part of the, here's another interesting statistic about all the money that's available. Ben, do you still have the 99.70? No, that's like another, that was when I was doing call centers. That's how they work. No, I did 1995. If you don't like it, I'll refund anything, anybody. I mean, if you think I lied too much, or you don't like my hyperbole, and you didn't get money within 13 seconds, fine. I mean, I'm not going to argue with anyway. Toy. I'm low income, but I want to build my own business. I'm a cosmetologist, but I don't have any money. Could you help? Well, Toy, yes, you could build any kind of business, no money. All the businesses I never started with money. And you don't need it. And that's why you just have to use it. Like now, my other business grew very well, and I was spending millions of dollars on advertising. Now, I don't know what the hell works. So I'm not going to spend. Oh, that is at free.lesko.com/emergency help. Thanks, Lino, for writing that up. And yes, you can. You want to sell a service, okay? You don't want to do anything that means putting money up front. So you got to find out, maybe you start as a consultant, helping people with cosmetology, makeup. You come in, make an appointment. I charge $50 an hour to come to your place, and I will tell you the best things to do for your eyeshadow or something. I don't know the stuff, but you know it. And so there's ways to sell something. And that's what you have to do is sell. And then now, see, like here, you go on YouTube and you do a free video. I got 4 iPhones here that are doing this. It's all for free. I used to do 1-minute videos, cost me $100,000 for TV. Now this is free. But the important thing is learning. You go out and see what you want to do in starting a business or starting anything is getting a customer. Don't spend money on doing business plans and all that kind of shit unless you really, convince yourself that you need that. No, you spend all your time and energy trying to find out how to get one customer. And then that will lead to a second customer, because that's the true thing where you'll get the right answers to your questions. Will you buy this? And they say no. Instead of saying, will this sell? Nobody knows. Like these people on Shark Tank. You realize that venture capitalists, who they represent, people invest in other people's businesses, are wrong 85% of the time. So these are the people we're going to do to say, do a Facebook Live or use Be Live TV. I don't know, whatever works. They're both free, right? Or Be Live is not free. I forget. Try anything, Evelyn. And just get out there and try it. And try the free one first before you spend money, because you don't know what your list is. I'm ready to say. Oh, by the way, Evelyn, go to Google and look for Google grants. As a nonprofit, you could apply to get $10,000 a month of free advertising money. $10,000 a month free advertising money. $10,000 a month free advertising. Wow. See, I mean, it's stuff like that. See, that's not advertised, because what's advertised on Google? People who want you to give them money. Because that's how Google makes money, by selling advertising. And if somebody buys advertising, that means they have to pay for it, and so they got to get money from you. English skills are the key. You can get money to go to ESL school. Yes, I guess. I don't know what it depends. Sure, it's always more helpful, but it's not. There's other ways too. You need to get your ideas in writing. Yes, maybe not. I mean, there's 100 ways to do something. It all depends. I mean, there's no one single way to get through life. We have 6 billion people, or 7 billion, whatever the heck it is now. Maybe we're going to get 9 soon. Everyone's getting through life their own path. There's lots of ways to get through. And sure, you could argue this or this, and then it depends whether you should get English teaching, or maybe you want to just work with it. Now there's so many native speaking, like Chinese people, maybe you could just speak Chinese now. But you're right. I mean, it does, but it's not. There's other ways to do it. You just have to be creative to get around it. And that's why. So nothing is positive. That's too many people unsustainable. Maybe I'm not sure what it is. English skills. But depends. You're right. If you live in America, you should learn English, right? It's going to help you a lot. I mean, I helped some Chinese family get through the system. Like now they were paying thousands and thousands of dollars for dental care every year. It's a whole family, many of them. And I showed them where to get dental care for free. I mean, there's just like 2 in this family. They make like $30,000 or something. They're qualified for free dental care. You may have to wait 6 weeks to get an appointment. What the hell is free? Otherwise, they're spending thousands and thousands of dollars. And at a lower income, that means a lot. And so they don't know. But see, the free dental care is not advertised, because they don't make money from anything. Google doesn't advertise the free one for free, because they don't have money to buy advertising on Google. The dentists do. So they're going to, you need cheap dental. Oh, we're cheap, honest. What the hell? If you're a vet, you can find free dentists at the VA. Yes. Just look. What is it? Oh, there's a nice website in Oregon. What is it? Oh, I forget. But if you do one of my 1 steps, you get for your state, all the free health care, free dental care, free pet care. That's right. Pets are very expensive. Actually, I hear there's the cost of caring for the family pet. I mean, that's astounding. Here it says, by one estimate, owners spend $9,000 to more than $13,000 for medical treatments over the pet's lifetime. So you're spending $13,000 over the lifetime of a pet. And so if you don't have that kind of money, where do you get it? Well, there's sources, nonprofit organizations and things like that, that give up for free. Veterinarian hospitals, things like that, just like dental care. It's out there, but you have to dig at it. How do I get a grant to start a record label? Well, I would crowdfund for something like that. You may be able to get some grant money, from the government. But if you go to the SBA and say, I want a grant for a record label, they're going to laugh at you anyway. You have to be more creative than that. And that's why a little bit of knowledge. What you have to do is get smart about your options, and the stuff. My nonprofit raised money to take low-income students on school field trips. We need money to take 40 students to DC in March. Okay, there's a lot of like yesterday when I was doing the the Lesko Help video, I was doing crowdfunding. There's 4 or 5 crowdfunding sites just for teachers to raise money. These sites last year gave $200 million to teachers who want to do stuff like this, field trips for teachers, stuff like this. This is a crowdfunding idea. It's probably easier, better, faster, cheaper, to get money than any other way. Is that because otherwise you have to go to a nonprofit, foundation, and that's going to be a shitload of paperwork. You got to find the government somewhere to do that. That's going to also be a shitload of paperwork. But the platforms hardly any paperwork at all. Now you have to have a list. Like Evelyn was telling me, she was doing some crowdfunding too. You have to have a list. So you get every student in the school. They all have their personal list. So that's the list you start with. How are you going to run? You go $5, $100, or whatever, for the trip, and then you go to the media. You go to local media and start beating on them. Hey, these kids want to go. We need to send these kids. People want to help like that. That's what it's for. I mean, people now like stories of people. Man, this guy raised $2,500 to get Christmas presents for his kids because he lost his job. So he went out crowdfunding, got $2,500. There's no guarantee it'll work, right? But you know what I know won't work? Nothing. If you do nothing, I'll guarantee it won't work. You won't get the money. So that's what donors choose. Yes, that's one of them, Roxanne. And there's a few others like that. Good musicians are needed to attract money for a record label. Everything. Well, and money's available. Everything. Okay. You got to figure out. You got to be creative, to do this. So maybe you do a record label, like a crowdfunding campaign for the local. You start your local, with the local musicians that, most of the high schools where I live, they have jazz. They have jazz orchestras. So maybe you start your label as just for high school jazz orchestras. And you get them to crowdfund everybody to get the money. So get all the stuff you need to have a record label for high school jazz orchestras. See, I mean, if you're not creative and you're going to try to do it like some Fortune 500 company is successful, you're out of the game because you're not a Fortune 500 company. You don't have a shitload of money like they do, to waste and try all these things that don't work anyway. You don't. So you got to think of something different and live in the cracks to find something and make it work. I recently attempted to get help with home repairs. My local folks were helpful. It was the people she told me to call said 5 or wait. I'm not sure. Really, why not hire more help? Struggles in Florida. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of, any place there's probably a dozen or so places, depending on where in Florida. Here's where to start for looking for home repairs for free or low cost or whatever. One is you go to your county government. Your county government has what's called a community development office. Your community development is worried about housing, and they get a whole bunch of grant money, from the federal government to fix up homes, okay? Now, how they distribute that, it depends on the local people. So you got to go to the local government to find out where the hell is that stuff and who's getting the repair money and how do I get some of that? Because I have a problem. See, so that's just one. Now there's other things that are at the state level for energy, to make your house more energy efficient if you don't have a lot of money. So because you can save money if you put in the right windows and all this kind of stuff, or a better heating system and all this kind of. So that's another. That's maybe $5,000, $10,000 if you're lucky. Now they're nonprofit organizations. If you go and Google. There's 2 big national ones that are in a lot of places all over the United States, and that's Habitat for Humanity and Rebuilding Together. So they're both nonprofit organizations that help repair homes for free. Okay. So that's it. If you're a senior, what to do? There's a lot of money for seniors to help repair homes. And what I would do is contact your local area office on aging to find out that. Now, everything I give you like that may or may not help. And see, the most important thing you have to realize when you do this stuff is that if people say no, like Alan, they said, no, they don't have it. Oh, you say, well, where else? Where else do you think I could go? That's where the real stuff happens. Yeah, is the where else, because they're in the business. They know other stuff and other people that you and I would never even guess, because we don't do this every day, but they're going to meetings on this stuff. They're going to this, that. Oh, well, maybe this guy went here, maybe whatever. Call your elected official, your congressman, your senator, or whatever. They'll work for you for free. They handle these problems, kind of problems all the time. So they may already know somebody or put you onto someone else. Any advice on how to sell an online business? You want to sell the business, or you want to sell something online? Anybody? Yeah, I think selling an online business, there's too many ways to. What I think is terrible in this country is that people are telling you how to make money selling online, and they're giving you products and things like that. There may be one or two making money out of it, but I think it's terrible. Most people will not make money at it. You'll just keep trying shit like that over and over again and not get anywhere. You have to do it yourself. See, the hardest thing is getting customers. See, people who give you a package to sell aren't giving you customers to sell. And nothing happens unless you have a customer. So you're left with the hardest part of the job. So you're paying for all the easy stuff, and left with the hardest stuff is finding customers. So that's why, and that is really hard. And if you're not prepared to do that, that's why you do that first. You sell for somebody else. Somebody else has some products you like. Say, let me sell it. Give me part of the money, and just give me a piece of money that I bring in. Don't buy somebody else's whatever, because you have to sell. You have to find customers. I'm looking to sell my online store. You mean you already have a store, Pete? I don't understand that. You want to sell that to somebody else? So who's going to buy a store? If it's profitable or not profitable, so you will find. To me, what I would, if that is the thing, what I would do is the people will buy your online store, or people in similar kind of businesses. I have a business for profit called AdWorks Promotions. I never had any grant money. Been in business for 28 years. Is there any money out for business for profit? Yes, Evelyn. And what I would do for you is AdWorks Promotion. Sounds like you're promoting and you have a service. I would get government contracts, because somebody give you a $50,000 contract. You don't want a grant. Because you're going to spend 6 months trying to figure out a grant, then you won't get another one. Why don't you spend 6 months trying to figure out to get a $50,000 contract, then you keep getting them for the rest of your life, and they keep getting bigger. So grants for business, it depends. What you want to do is see what is available that maybe it's slow picking for fruit, because it's different anywhere else. How do you find that out? You start going to meetups. I think that's the best way to learn about anything. Or you start going to who keeps an eye out on this kind of thing is startups. That's the word you want to know. And if your AdWorks Promotion sounds like you're doing promotion, that would be a twofer. Because if you go to any meetup about startups, people are starting businesses, that's where the grants are, then you'll not only learn that, but you'll learn about customers, because people starting business need ad promotions, right? And it sounds like that's what you do, Evelyn. So that would be important. So you go to meetup.com and put in startup. And you see what kind of meetups are going on in your area for startup businesses, because that's usually a combination of big businesses that want to start small businesses, and government offices that want small businesses to grow and hire more people and things like that. I have crippling depression. What do you believe? Wow. I don't know. We all suffer a little bit, but if you're crippling, it's degrees. And what do you believe? Well, that's hard. Depression is, right now, loneliness in our country is getting bigger. England now has a government office of loneliness, and this depression. I would go out and volunteer somewhere. I don't know. I don't have an answer, but what may help if you get out and try to help somebody else. I think that's why I really try to make my work helping other people, because then I don't worry about me. The more I worry about me, it's easy to get in this cycle, and it's hard to get out of it when you get out of it. And sometimes I like those blue moods, okay, but it can get over, and it sounds like yours is worse than that, particularly if it's crippling. So how do you get that? Boy, and it's hard. So how do you get somebody to push you to go volunteer somewhere? Because if you're helping somebody else, you can't worry about you, and so volunteer anywhere. If it's a shelter, if it's at the local high school to read for kids or anything, call 211 and ask, hey, where can I volunteer? They probably have a clearinghouse for all the United Way stuff, nonprofits that look for volunteers. So that's a get out. You have to get out, with people. Ernesto, Matthew, hi, I chatted with you on Clarity. Any word on the Donald Trump grant money and how to get it? Yes, it's not Donald Trump's money. And it's the same sources. Yeah, I forgot what we talked about. But yeah, it's growing. And actually, not only is the grant giving out, he gave out $1 trillion to rich people, and that's really socking it to us. So that's the debt will be the debt now is double what it was, about 3 years ago before he came to office. Well, he doubled the amount of debt we're paying every year. And that's just going to increase every year from now on because of this tax. This is a bit unrelated, but I was curious if you had advice on how hard it is to eat only 2,000 calories that burn 3,000 calories a day for quick weight loss. Deadly. I fight weight every day of my life. I was a fat kid, a short kid, so I fight it every day of my life. Two things that work for me is exercise. I run 5 or 6 miles every day, or bicycle that much, burn 500, 600 calories a day on exercise, because that also helps mentally. And by the way, depression, lady, that's another thing. Exercise. Go out and run every day. Something that helps me with any kind of blue mood or depression more than anything else. So I do that. Now the other thing that really helps is counting every calorie you put in your body. So there's apps like this. There's free apps. You put in Apple and it already knows how many calories. And you look at that. You start doing that. Is it a pain in the butt? Yes, everything is. But that's another thing that really stopped me. And whatever. But again, I'm 75 years old. I still fight it every day. And that's because I've been running for 40 years now. In my 20s, my early 20s, I said 50 years. Yeah, I've been running for 50 goddamn years. And they said I couldn't. Now, recently, now I had some plantar fasciitis, whatever that thing, my heel. So I can't run. So I'm using a bicycle, a rowing machine, and things like that. So you live between injuries and stuff like that. But it's worth it. As long as I can say, because I feel this thinner I stay, man, the more energy I have. So find something you love to do in life. Yeah. And exercise. Drink lots of water. Yeah. And cut out the sugar. Yeah. Yeah. There's 1,000 things. It's always input and output. So you had it. You only need 2,000, but most of us, man, I could eat 2,000 in a half hour. We all can. So like now, Thanksgiving and all the people and the crap, I'm a sweet eater and I'm a sweet tooth. And so I gained like 3-4 pounds. It took about 3-4 days to do that. And I do that by eating only one meal a day. So I try not to eat at all. I drink a lot of coffee. That sort of seems to do it. You have to find out what works for you. The keto diet is easy to do and fast weight loss. Look up. Well, actually, fast weight loss is, that means you're going to have fast weight gain after it. It's really redoing your whole body kind of stuff of what it needs, and those addictive things. Sugar, refined flour, those kinds of things. That's like crack cocaine to me. You can't have just one or a little bit. That's why to me, the longer I put off eating, during the day, the better I am. But that's me. You got to find out what works for you. It's just common sense. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But a lot of us aren't very common. It's hard as hell. Right? And that's the problem. Running is the key to fast weight.
I mean, I believe, yeah, there's something about heavy exercise that suppresses my appetite more than anything else. So if I don't exercise, wow, if I go for a day or two without it, the lady with depression, I mean, I get depressed, I get cranky and stuff like that. Common sense, okay, running is the key, it's just common sense, okay. Mike, what to do when your local library won't give you access to the community grants that have in the community grant website? I don't know what that is, but you go to the county. That's where they are. You go to the county office of community development. That's where all those community grants are, because they get the block grant, community development block grants. That's what they are. They go to your county government. So just show up at the county government. You're looking for where the community development block grants go. They got to show it. This is public information. The libraries want to be a pain in the ass. Who knows why the reason? Okay, and if you don't get that from the county or even the library, call your elected official. Call your state representative. They'll get it for you because it's public information. Do you think affiliate marketing is a scam? It depends. I mean, you want to sell my stuff, fine. It depends, but it's only a scam if they charge you to sell. If it's nothing, then okay, take their stuff, and see if you can sell it. Don't give them money to have the rights to sell it. That's not worth it. You don't know if it's worth it, so why bother? You find something. So I do need to go to Facebook to subscribe to your tutor program. Actually, you go to this free.lesko.com/store. That's where all my stuff is now. And the first one there is Lesko Help. And that's where, that's the best I have. I mean, for $19.95 a month, you join for a month and give it up. You get all this training, the videos live, better than this, and ebooks with that. Plus, every day you can ask a question. You can ask 10 a day. And I do the research and give you the sources, no matter what you're trying to find. It may take me a day or two or three, to get it, but I'll get it to you. Thank you, Matt. I went to the Council of Aging office. Oh, we'll go to the HUD tomorrow and my VA rep. Thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, it is all beaten on the heads of people. And don't forget, when you go to any office and they don't help you, say, where else can I go? I want to know. Where else can I go? I want to know. Where else can I go? I want to know. Where else can I go? Yeah, and that's what life is. And if you keep, that's another thing, because life is such a pain in the ass and it's so hard. And most of the shit you're going to do won't work, all that kind of stuff. So if you don't try to have fun at it, man, it is dreadful. Yeah. free.lesko.com. Here, Evelyn. free.lesko.com/store. Okay. What about the seed money for a nonprofit? Yeah. And if you join Lesko Help, I'll give you that the 10 best, and then you can just keep asking me questions for the rest of your life. How do you like that? I just want to help people, guys. I mean, there's nothing better. I don't want to pile up money and stuff like that. I want to sell things because I want to know it's of value. If nobody wants to pay money for it, then what the hell am I doing it for? Me? No. We're here to make love to other people. So it has to be helpful to other people. I mean, to me, the best part of making love is making somebody else happy. And that makes you happy. And that's what we should do with our professional life, not only our personal life, but our professional life. And what are your membership fees? $19.95 a month. So, $19.95. I mean, and I haven't figured out how to make money out of it yet, but I'm 20 years to figure that out. But that was, I mean, people in my kind of work really was not more. Store, S-T-O-R-E, Evelyn, S-T-O-R-E, 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 S-T-O-R-E. Yeah, and it's trying to see how much you should get. And the object is to charge as much as possible. Nah, I don't want to live that way. I want to charge as little as possible so I can help as many people as possible who can't afford it. They're the people who really need the help. I don't want to help people who don't need help. That's why I started by helping Fortune 500 companies. They're boring. They don't need help. They'll get the help with or without me. I want to be of value in life. Don't you? That's what it is. And so if you're going to charge a lot of money, then the rich people are going to pay for it. That doesn't seem like that. But I'll say that love to you and love life to you and love to your family. Thank you, Anna. Well, send me a note, Anna. LeskoFreeRadio@gmail.com. Okay. And if you don't hear from me in 2 days, but yeah, the words are important. I think kind words are just a wonderful gift in life. You tell somebody you love them, you tell somebody what they're doing well or something. That is money in the bank. That's so important in life, I think, that we all need. So if you have a chance to say that to somebody, say it. And that's why when I see somebody I like their work, I want to tell them because I know what that means to me. And so on. We all need, help to keep going. It's hard. We all struggle in life. We all have different struggles, and it's different for different people. But we're all struggling in a different way. I need around $1 million or 1,000 for a new business software app development. What do you recommend? You could crowdfund for that. Is there info in your paid members? Is there info in your paid members? I don't know what you mean by that. The universe is dark. Yes. And the lights are going to go out for all of us someday, right? It's going to even get darker. I remember seeing your commercial when I was a kid. I was a kid back then too. You seem genuine. Yeah. Are you the cool guy? Thank you, Anna. Well, Anna, yeah, send me a note, will you, Anna? I need around. Alex, if you join Lesko Help, I'll help you go step by step on trying different things to get that done. Okay, because I could give you either do a big report that shows you 100 things to try, and then you're not so sure where to start, what to do first, or you join Lesko Help, and then we try something that doesn't work, we try something else that doesn't work. What are the links for the car repairs? I travel over 600 miles every month to see doctors. Will VFW and vets help? But maybe there's free cars and stuff like that from nonprofits. Or you're the best thing that happened to the web. Ooh, thank you. I worry because people are trusting Google, and Google is a bad thing to trust. I remember Mr. Lesko on Johnny Carson's show. I was surprised he is still like, oh yes, 20 more years. And actually I was on the Leno. A lot of people think, through his era, I was on a lot of talk shows all the time. Thank you, man, Alex. Well, thank you so much. Okay, guys, that's an hour. And you saw me a half hour preparing, right? Oh my God, I remember your question mark. Yes, I remember you too, Nick. Nice to see you again. Okay. Thanks again, guys. Talk to you soon. Let's see. How do we do all this? Ba, 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 ba. So, Anna, send me a note, okay?